Hi Jacqueline, nice to see you again.
Hi Richard, nice to see you too.
So how have you been since we last saw each other?
I've been really sad. I've been really trying to work on getting happy again, I guess. I haven't been eating, I haven't been sleeping, and when I do sleep, I sleep through classes. I haven't been showing up to class. I haven't been myself. Every time that I try to, or I think that I'm gonna wake up and be happy, I just break down and I can't stop crying.
Sounds like you're in a lot of pain. And I know that last week when we talked, I know that you were having a recent breakup with your boyfriend, and it's been really hard for you ever since. And I know that when we lose someone that we love very much, it can be very hard to continue with moving on and trying to take care of yourself, and you're still in the middle of grieving. So tell me a little bit about some of your thoughts and kind of your daily mood.
I don't even know where my thoughts are. All I can think about is my ex-boyfriend, and I only think about crying, and or not crying, but I try not to cry, but I always am crying. Everything reminds me of him. I just feel like I'll never have a boyfriend again. I'll always be single, and I'm gonna end up just lonely and single.
I can see how that's a very big struggle for you, and I think with your situation, it's understandable how you might have some of those feelings. Now, while we have a right to our feelings, sometimes those emotions don't match with the situation. How likely do you feel like you're never gonna have a boyfriend again? Would you say it's 100%?
Right now I do. Yeah, right now I feel like 100% will never have a boyfriend. Like, how am I supposed to move on past this feeling? How am I supposed to move on past just feeling like I'm never gonna be with someone again? How am I gonna meet anyone? I don't wanna talk to myself. How is anybody else gonna wanna talk to me? Nobody, I'm not attractive anymore.
Those are a lot of questions that I can see you've been struggling with for quite a while. Do you have any experiences that, in your life that can prove that you're never gonna have a boyfriend again?
Not really. I mean, I guess I'm just worried. Like, my whole family's married, or my mom and dad have been married forever. My sister's married, my brother's married, and they found someone, and it's like, I'm getting older and I'm not gonna find anyone. Like, I feel like that was kind of my last chance.
I can see that that's very tough, and you're living with your family, and it sounds a little bit like you're kind of comparing yourself to their situations. But as we all know, everyone's got different times and places that they meet with people and getting into relationships. What would you say, is that a hurtful statement or is that a helpful statement when you say you're never going to be with someone ever again?
It's hurtful.
What is something you think that you could say in place of that?
Maybe I need to help myself and work on myself and try to just be happy being single for now, and the right guy will come at the right time.
I think that's pretty good. How do you think that's, how do you think you can do that? What's something that you can do for yourself to help yourself,
I can just say it to myself in the mirror.
Okay.
Like, every day, and just kind of work on myself and focus on myself.
I think that's a pretty good plan. Now, some of my other concerns for you is that you said you haven't really been eating and sleeping or going to class. So something that we can work on for next week, what is something that you think you could do to help yourself with, eating and sleeping?
Well, I was thinking about maybe doing like a food, like prepping my meals for every meal in the beginning of the week, and maybe if I get like the right food and then I start running or something that I like doing again, then I'll get tired. You know, I can try to do that.
Okay, and I think we spoke last week that exercise does help you kind of relax a little bit more, so I think that's a good plan that you have in place. So we'll meet next week and we'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Nice seeing you again.
Nice to see you.